Ok, silencio por favor, grabando.
New York isn't New York without you, love.
I'm from Dallas, born and raised, well, I'm not born, but raised in Dallas. It's always funny because whenever I say I'm from Texas, people go, oh, I love Austin. And I go, yeah, I do too. I live in Dallas. And then the conversation just ends. It's just over.
New love wasn't true love.
I guess when I was in Texas, I mean, growing up I played in bands, right? And we would play at like terrible clubs downtown for our parents, you know, or like our friends. But then I kind of moved to college in Boston and dropped out, and then moved to New York trying to like make it in New York, which who knows what that is. That seems impossible, or what it definitely was for me. So I moved back to Texas, and then I joined a band called the Polyphonic Spree. So when I was really living in Texas as an adult, I was playing in that band, and I was already working on St. Vincent, what would become St. Vincent stuff. So it was supportive. I think it was a very supportive community. It was so fun. I mean, I was like 22 or something, and I mean, just someone's like, yeah, let's all get in robes and play rock music and drink a lot of Red Bull and vodka. And I felt like I'd made it because, you know, we were touring Europe. That was the first thing I ever did. And I was like staying at a hotel where like Kim and Thurston were staying. And I was like, this is it. I made it.
We made it.
Done, you know. It's a real show with a lot of production, and I worked on these very bizarre films that are part of the show. Yes. So it's, you know, so it's video and it's lights and it's text and all that stuff. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot to kind of keep that ship moving. And yeah, I mean, I made a record about power, and power has all kinds of forms, and, you know, obviously sexual and political and economic. You know, there's all kinds of power, and with power comes abuse of power. Mm-hmm. And so it was really it was a lot of exploration of like, what does power look like for me? Power for me is independence, is getting to make things I love without making any kind of compromises. Power for me is getting to take care of people in some ways, you know, because I run an operation. I'm a CEO, and power to me means taking care of people well.
Pills for the family.
I don't think, as much as there is, there's so many people sharing their stories and feeling empowered to do so, and they feel empowered because they have a sense that something might change as a result, and that they're no longer going to be like silenced or punished for sharing those stories. There's no easy answer. Nobody has the answer, I think, of exactly the best way to change the world for more equality. But I certainly support and am part of the effort to do so.